No, I believe it was this one right here. A young man got shot and killed, and he ran into the house, and he died in the back hallway. His nickname on the street was Frenchie. Okay, and he was an inspiring photographer. They're shooting women and children as well. And you got to think about that. We've had victims as young as 18 months old. We had a little baby shot and killed. His name is Baby Rashad. He got caught up in the crossfire of someone who was trying to harm his father.
The shooting, I mean, now they're killing female, black, whoever.
Our community has gotten to that point, and that's what's so tragic, and that's what's so urgent about us having to get out here and do this work.
When I was growing up, we had our fights, and you may have the occasional stabbing, but you never had the shootings and the stabbings the way we have them now. We have high rates of poverty. We have undereducated people. Some of it is mental health. Some of it is drug addiction. And we have a lot of folks just emulating some of the things they've grown up seeing. So it's a whole bunch of different causes.
In 2013, my son Charles Anthony Pitts, go by Chuck, was stabbed coming from a Halloween party. He was stabbed on Clinton Street by two young men who didn't know him. From the story that they say, one of the young men said that they didn't like the way my son had looked at him. 6 months later, Mother's Day of 2014, my stepson was shot down and killed. His murder is still unsolved.
She buried her biological and her stepson right behind each other. And those are just, that's one of the stories. There's probably 200-300 more. And as we speak now, there's a family getting ready to bury their loved one from the violence. Me and Miss Jones go to church together. And I feel that pain and I feel her. Because these are babies that we watch grow up. And then we have to watch them die.
When an officer and a doctor stands next to you and tell you that your child didn't make it, you want to go find whoever did this to your family. But I couldn't. I still had two younger children at home, which my middle son was 14 and my daughter was only 5 at the time.
Cops are hunting a gunman after an 8-year-old girl was among 5 gunned down last night at a family gathering in upstate New York.
They're looking up to us. I tell a lot of my children throughout this community center and in the community, you have the 5 and 6-year-olds that's looking up to the 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. You got that age group looking up to the 15, 16, 17. Then you got the 17 and them looking up to the plus. So it's a chain reaction. And then those ones that's up there, they're looking up to me. So if I'm promoting one thing and I'm doing another thing, they're not gonna take me serious. And I tell people all the time, I'm not on two sides of the fence. I'm on one.
We can no longer turn our backs on these kids and say, oh, they're gonna do what they do, so we're wasting our time. I'm not gonna waste my time. Now, I'm gonna tell you about the conversation that me and the lady had. And she made a statement, and she said, OG, you're wasting your time. And I told her, I said, no, miss, we have to make this effort. Father, we ask that you look over our city. We ask that you touch each and every individual.
At this point, I know everybody that's been buried by their family. We're really connected in this city, and we can't continue to keep killing one another because that's what we're doing. And if it's not my son, it could be my grandson or my son's grandson or whoever. And it just continues to spread like a cancer. 2005, my stepson was murdered, and it has never been solved. And then 2006 or 7, my son was shot.
That is nothing a mother would ever want to see or deal with in her life. But on November 4th, he was laid to rest as a king. And that's why I fight for him. I will fight for him until my last breath. Yeah. Because he deserves it. He deserves to be here.
Families can feel alone. Sometimes families can feel abandoned by the city. Sometimes families can feel traumatized by the loss of someone so young. I had a son shot and killed. I know what that hurt and pain is like.
Officers say James Springer III was hit by gunfire at a family gathering on John Street.
16-year-old Syracuse boy, now the city's latest homicide victim. Tonight, Syracuse police are investigating a double shooting on Syracuse's south side.
Astounded and shocked that another young life was taken in such a short period of time.
When I got shots fired, it's coming from Stone Court. Commercial deer, 32 and 52 speeded up, coming from Stone Court and Stuart that way. I got shots fired.
My core belief is that we know the majority of the main reasons why things are happening. Now it's time to take action. I wanted to get out here and make a difference. I wanted to get out here and do something about it.
I feel it's my responsibility to shepherd the next generation. And all of my generation is our responsibility to show our children how to basically maneuver in this life without violence.
These children are our future, and we have to let them know that they can and that they will, and that we will be there through anything that they're going through, and we will stand by their sides even along with their parents.
And I am here with my good friend Cliff Bryan, and I want to tell you about a man that truly inspires the community on a daily basis.
I'm pleased and honored to introduce our second awardee tonight, Miss Leva Jones. Would you please join me on the podium?
What you speak out of your mouth transpires. You have to continue speaking life into these young people. I believe in them. There's a whole city full of people that believe in them.
I was standing on the corner and two individuals began to argue. And in that moment, these two individuals were about to shoot each other. And I got in between these two individuals and was able to prevent them from pulling the trigger. That's just one story. I'm at 42 of those, as Mike said. And also,
This is not just about me, this is about all of us, because without us being out here on the front line and speaking life into our children so that they won't be subjected to the street corners is what make us get up every day and do the work that we do.
You see what I'm saying?
Know that I continue to go out every single day and try my hardest to stop this violence that's going on in the community. I can't do it by myself. You can have no community without unity. So please support us, support your community, Thank you so much, and I appreciate you.
These are shoes that no one will want to wear, but being that God has given them to me to wear, I'm going to take these shoes and I'm going to continue to stand and I'm going to continue to speak nonviolence into existence into my community, because there's no community without a unity, and we have to stand together. We have to stand as one. We have to be the ones that are powerful to let our children know that regardless of anything that has happened in our lives, we are able to make it. I am living proof. I am standing here before you because there was many days that I might have wanted to get up, but God said, no, I chose this journey for you. You are the one that I need to walk in this journey with many other ones like you. And that's why I'm going to continue to do this work. I'm going to continue to be on these corners. I'm going to continue to love on my youth and my children and my community and the adults, the mothers, the fathers, the cousins, whoever we come across. So I just want to thank Syracuse.
For all the young kids that could be watching this, what is it you want to say to them?
That we love you, we cherish you, we need you, we value you, and that we need you to reach out and let us help you, work with you, and get you through this life.